Tonight, these two teams will be competing for a chance to win over $16,000 in cash if they don't strike out. And here's your host for Strikeout, me, Yoko. Hello and welcome to Strikeout. Tonight, two teams are going to battle it out for a chance to win over $16,000. And let's meet our two teams today, starting off with Adam and John. Adam, welcome to Strikeout.
Hello, Yoko.
And tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
I'm Adam Oliver. I'm engaged. I'm 39 years old from San Antonio, Texas, and for a living, I am a retail sales associate in a sporting goods store, and I am a cafeteria worker at a university center at a college.
All right, good luck to you tonight. You are paired up with John Bergman. John, welcome to Strikeout.
Thank you very much.
And tell us a little something about yourself.
Well, I live in a small town in Indiana, and I work for a nationally known clothing store. So,
All right, and good luck to you. Hopefully, you guys do well. But we have some tough competition here, and let's welcome Scott and Elliot to Strikeout. Scott, tell us a little something about yourself.
Yeah, I am 23 years old from Ripon, Wisconsin. Recent college graduate, and yeah, excited to be here at Strikeout.
All right, and good luck to you. And you were teamed up with Elliot Shift. Elliot, welcome to Strikeout.
Hello,
And tell us a little something about yourself.
I'm a personal shopper at a grocery store. I'm also a radio board operator at a radio station, and I'm the host of $1 Million Press Your Luck on the Mountain Hawk PYL channel.
Nice, and everyone, please go check that out uh, as well. And he does a great job with that. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that season is going to play out.
Yeah, I think you're familiar with the current champion now. You know
Yes.
very well. Live with the
All
laws
right.
life.
Yep. All right. So here's how. Good luck to both of you, and here's how we play Strikeout. I'm going to show you a board of 12 answers, and here's an example board. We call this one also our toss-up board. Up there on the board are 12 answers. 7 of them have made our top 7 list. The other 5 are the strikeout answers. Those are the answers that you don't want to find. Now, the 12 answers that we have up here on the board are relating to Beatles songs. All right. We randomly shuffled this board up, and this board is only to show how the game is played, but also to determine who gets control of the first board. So, Adam, pick any answer off that board.
Okay, and what we're looking for?
These are Beatles songs, so we just want you to pick any answer off the board.
I would like to go with Hey Jude.
All right, Hey Jude. Now, not Ticket to Ride, Seamus. Now, behind each of the answers are numerical numbers, 1 through 7. If the answer has a number value, we will add that number into the bank. However, if it is a strikeout answer, you will be knocked out of the round. And the object here is to either find all 7 answers or knock out your opponent. We chose Hey Jude, and let's review it. No, that is what you don't want to find. But this is just a toss-up board here. Elliot, pick any answer off that board.
So just randomized numbers.
It's all randomized, yeah.
All right, Penny Lane.
Penny Lane. let's see if we can actually start this game with some money in the bank and behind Penny Lane. So we're going to start the bank off with $200. And Elliot, you and Scott get control of the first board, all right? And here it is. The 12 answers up there are the names of songs. The top set we are looking for as of September 20th, 2025. 7 of the 12 songs up here are on the Billboard Hot 100.
About the current Hot 100?
Current Hot 100, yes.
Current one.
As of September 20th. Now, Ellie, if you don't believe that you know an answer and you want to force the other team, you think the other team doesn't have a clue, you can challenge them to answer. But if they pick an answer that made the survey, you guys pick up the strike, all right? Oh, we'll double that to 400. So pick.
Oh, is it my turn to pick something?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. You didn't tell me to pick something. You just said.
Oh, go ahead
All
and
right.
pick.
I'll say man-child.
Man-child. All right. Let's see. Did man-child make that top? Is it in the top 7? It is. $700 in the pot, and now Scott, your pick. And by the way, Man-Child was sung by Sabrina Carpenter.
I'm gonna play, and who's the song I'm thinking of? It's The Weekend. Let's go with Tears.
Tears. All right, Tears. Did that make the survey? It did. It was the number 6th song on that list. And we had 1,300 in the bank, and we go back over to Elliot. You want to play or do you want to challenge?
I'm going to choose Your Idol.
All right, you're going to play, and we choose Your Idol. By the way, Tears was also sung by Sabrina Carpenter. So Your Idol, did that make the top 7? Yes, it was the 4th highest song on the Billboard Hot 100 from K-pop Demon Hunters, sung by the Soldier Boys. And we go over back to Scott. Now, 4 answers remain. 5 of them are strikeouts. Do you want to play, or do you want to challenge the other team to pick an answer?
I'm not confident, so I'm going to challenge.
All right. And who do you want to challenge, Adam or John?
I'm going to challenge John.
All right, John, you have been challenged.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
If you find an answer that made the survey, they'll get the first strike of the round.
Okay, what's the question again?
The question is, 7 of the 12 songs here are the top 7 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 as of the week of September 20th, 2025.
This is just a pure guess because I'm not really much into today's pop music. I'm gonna say How It's Done.
How it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Did that make the survey? No. That is your first strike. That was done by Huntrix, also from K-pop Demon Hunters, and control goes back over to Elliot and Scott. Elliot, Your pick.
I'm gonna challenge John again.
All right, John, back to you. We challenge you again.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
That was a strike looking, right? You called him looking, right? That's
Yeah,
strike?
that was a strike call. Yep. They caught him
Okay,
looking.
called looking.
That was a pitch by Durantula.
Let's go for Golden.
Golden. Did that make the top list? Yes. And it's the number one
Yeah.
song on that list. So strike over to Elliot and Scott, and control now stays with John and Adam. Adam,
I have no idea of any of them, so I'm gonna I'm gonna pass over to Scott.
all right, Scott, you have been challenged.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna guess daisies.
Daisies. All right, did daisies make the list? No, that is strike two. So we go back over to Adam and John. John, three strikeout answers, and there were three answers still remaining that that have made the top seven. By the way, Daisies was sung by Justin Bieber.
I'm going to challenge Elliot.
Elliot, to stay alive in this game for the first to stay alive in round one.
Soda pop.
Soda pop. Did that make the list? It did. It was the fifth highest song, also from the same movie, and that was sung by the Soldier Boys. And both teams have two strikes. The next strikeout answer will end the round. Elliot, three strikeout answers remain. Two answers have made the list. You want to play or challenge?
Let's give Adam a shot at this.
All right, Adam, to stay alive in the round and to win the first board, give me your answer.
Two more to win the board.
Um, it's gonna be a complete shot in the dark, and yeah, that's from a different game.
This is Big John Price is Right.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's go with "Love Me Not."
Love me not. To stay alive in this game, did Love Me Not make the top seven? No, and Elliot and Scott win the first board. All right, let's run down the list here. Let's see. Die with a Smile was a strikeout answer, and that was sung by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Love Me Not was Ryan Lynn. Lose Control was a strikeout answer, and that was sung by Teddy Swims. What I Want was on the list, and that was Morgan Wallen featuring Tate McRae. And Ordinary was the other one, and that was sung by Alex Warden. So that was the second highest. So at the end of the first round, $2,300 in the bank. Elliot and Scott have the first point. And we will begin the second round with John and Adam. All right. And are you guys ready to see what the round two board looks like?
Yeah.
Bring it.
All right. All right, here we go. A lot of baseball teams up there. And it's a baseball question. Seven of the
Little heads up,
12
please.
seven seven of the 12 teams up there have won the World. All 12 teams have won the World Series. We're looking for the top 7 teams that have won the most World Series. You need this sport to stay alive in the game. And Adam, whenever you're ready, pick an answer.
I gotta go with a pretty good shot. Good shot at this, and I'm gonna say the Yankees.
The New York Yankees. Yes, they won the most, 27. $2,400 in the bank. John, pick an answer.
I'm going to play.
All right.
I'm going to go for the LA Dodgers.
All right. The Dodgers, did they make the list? They did. Number 5, they won 8 World Series. $2,900 in the bank. We go back over to Adam. Play or pass? Play or challenge?
I think I'll play this one, and I will say the Red Sox.
The Red Sox. How many did the Bo Sox make the list? They did. They have won 9 World Series, and that puts $3,300 in the bank. John, 4 right. There were 5 wrong answers remaining up there. You want to play or challenge?
You know something, but I hate to. I'm going to challenge, but I'm going to challenge Scott.
All right, Scott, you have been challenged.
Trying to think of who was good in like the 80s, 90s.
Scott,
I'm gonna go with the Braves.
the Braves. All right. The Atlanta Braves, did they make the list? No, that's your first strike. The Braves have won 4 World Series. Back over to Adam.
All right, I'm gonna play this one, and I'm gonna say the Reds.
The Reds. Big Red Machine. Yes. Cincinnati Reds, they have won 5 World Series, and that just barely made the list. John,
I'm going to play.
okay?
I'm going to go for the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals.
The St. Louis Cardinals. A very good dear friend of mine would probably be happy that you picked that. But let's see, did the Cardinals make the list?
LSU, right?
They did. They won 11 World Series. $4,200 in the bank, and we go back over to Adam. Adam, 3 right. No, yeah, there are 2 right. 2 remaining answers that are right. The rest are strikeouts. Do you want to play or do you want to challenge?
Hmm.
Remember, you need this. You need You need this to stay alive in the game. Otherwise,
I will play it, and
all right.
I'm gonna say the Phillies.
The Philadelphia Phillies.
Philadelphia, the Phillies.
Yep. Did they make the list? No, they only won 2 World Series. And we go over to Elliot.
Baltimore, the Orioles.
The Baltimore the Baltimore Orioles. Did they make the list?
Oh.
No. Baltimore Orioles won 3. And we go back over to Adam and John. John, there were 2 strikeout answers and 2 right answers. It's a 50-50 gamble.
Yeah, I I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna try and play it safe. I am going to challenge Scott again.
All right, Scott, if you find me the right answer, you win the game and all the money in the pot. If you find a strikeout answer, the game continues.
I know one for sure it isn't, so I'm gonna hope for one, and I'm gonna say the San Francisco Giants.
All right, the Giants. Did they make the list? They did. It's the 6th answer. Both teams have have 2 strikeouts. And we go to Elliot. Elliot, 1 answer is the winning number. 2 answers are the strikeouts. You knew I was going to do that. Yeah.
Two nights in a row, damn it.
Yes.
Oakland Athletics.
The Oakland A's for the game. Did the Oakland A's make the list? They did, and that is a cleared board. And Elliot and Scott are going to move on to the bonus round in just a second. The A's have won 9 World Series total. And that $5,100 in the bank, that is yours to keep. And we're going to get to the bonus round in just a second. But let's clear up some business here on the board. The Chicago Cubs was a strikeout answer. They won 3. And the Toronto Blue Jays have only won 2 World Series. So unfortunately, Adam and John, you guys have struck out. We do have some nice parting gifts for you and a copy of our home game. And did you have fun playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just that the baseball wasn't my strong point, but
Yep.
that's how the questions go. But I had a good time.
Yep, and we hope to see you guys on a future episode of Strikeout. So we would love to have you guys come back. All right, and Elliot and Scott, are you guys ready to play the bonus round?
Sure.
Let's do it.
And that is not the bonus round board. Quiet music. All right, now that $5,100, that is yours to keep no matter what happens, all right?
Okay.
But now we're going to see if we can give you 16. How would you like to win $16,000?
That'd be awesome.
All right. Now, up until now, you guys have been trying to find answers that have made our top 7 list. The bonus round, it works a little different. We want you to find the pointless answers, the answers that did not make the list. All right. Now, for getting this far, I'm going to give you $500. That is yours to keep no matter how you do here in the bonus round, all right?
All
Are
right.
you guys ready to see the bonus round board?
Let's do it.
All right, I'll take that as a yes. All right, we got a list of, we went TV for this one. All right. So the 12 TV shows up there were the longest running TV shows on TV. We want you to name us the 5 shortest TV shows on that list.
Mm.
Elliot.
Scott.
I'll,
Yes.
Lester Pearson.
every answer that you find on that board, I will double the money in the pot. We are looking for the strikeout answers only for this round, all right? 12 of these shows are the longest running shows. We want you to find us the 5 shortest shows on that list.
Can we confirm this?
I'm sorry?
Can we confirm this? Or is it
Yes,
just,
I can. Yes, you may.
Talk about.
Yes, you
All
may
right,
confirm with Scott.
All right. Things we can eliminate. We can eliminate the Simpsons. Eliminate the Simpsons. We can eliminate Gunsmoke. Probably Law and Order 2.
I think with what's on here, we can eliminate Family Guy.
I don't think it's had that many. It's been around for a while. It's been on and off. But we'll save that for later.
Yeah, it's been 16 roughly. I want to say seasons.
Yes, 16. Yeah, it's kind of high. I'll start with last season. My Three Sons. I don't think ran. My Three Sons. I think only ran 8 seasons or so.
Yeah,
I got the most. I think last season was only four or five. Those two. I don't think they were that long.
the two corners, My Three Sons and Lassie were the two I was most confident in going for.
Should we go with Lassie first? So let's go with Lassie. We'll do Lassie.
All right. Lassie. Reveal it.
Nice.
And you got yourself $1,000 for Lassie. Lassie only lasted 19 seasons.
Well, that's a lot.
Yep. Now, you have $1,000. Do you want to take the $1,000 and quit right now? Or do you want to go on? Because if you find me the next strikeout answer, I'll double that to $2,000.
I think we should keep going because my three sons is all kids, and they're not gonna grow up. They're not gonna if they lasted 19. They lasted more than 19 seasons. It's gonna be like they're in college. They're in college for most of the season, even adults. So my three sons.
My Three Sons. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
All right. Reveal it. My Three Sons lasted 12 seasons. We double it. $2,000 in the pot. Now, the next answer you find, I'm going to double it again. $4,000 for this next answer. Or do you want to take the 2,000 and quit?
I think Dallas and Supernatural are gonna be on next on our list, aren't they?
Yeah, because Supernatural didn't last. It was on for most of the 2000s, but if My Three Sons was 12 seasons, definitely not. Supernatural was right around there too.
We'll do Dallas first, though.
Yeah, Dallas didn't last long.
All right,
Too,
Dallas.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it.
All right. Well, we're looking for who shot Mr. Burns.
Wrong show.
Reveal it.
Nice.
Dallas lasted 14 seasons in prime time. $4,000. Next answer is worth $8,000. Do you want to take the 4,000 and quit? Or do you want to go on for 8,000 or see if you can double it to 8?
So how many seasons did you say Family Guy went? 16?
Lassie went.
Lassie was 19.
Lassie was 9. I'll repeat the answers that you've given me. Lassie was 19 seasons. Dallas was 14. And My Three Sons was 12 seasons.
And Scott, you said Michael, you said the other guy was like 16, right? What was the?
I want to say so, but I'm weary because it
Yeah.
debuted in late '90s, and there may be more. But
Yeah, I think they're more. Yeah, I think maybe super. I'm leaning towards Supernatural.
I would be very okay going supernatural.
All right, Supernatural. Lock it in.
Supernatural. Reveal it.
Yes.
$8,000. Supernatural. 15 seasons. One answer remains. If you
I'm
find the remaining strikeout answer, I'm going to give you $16,000. How do you feel about that? You could take the 8,000 that you have right now and quit, or do you want to go on and try to find that one remaining answer for all the marbles and $16,000?
I'm not sure about any of these. They all look like they could.
Okay. If
I think
19, because here's my thinking. If 19 is our top right now, I think we can eliminate Grays and Gunsmoke because those have been out for a while. Grays is still going.
Unfortunately,
might be one of the Law and Orders. The original Law. I think they're probably going on too long too.
That's what I.
It might be. I think my Criminal Minds of Family Guy. I'm down. It could be one of the Law and Orders. I don't know. Did the original Law and Order stop? Because SVU's on. I think on for at least that long.
Original Law and Order did stop not long after SVU started going.
It might.
I
It might be
think
Law and
it's
Order.
I think it's one of the two Law and Orders. I because
Well,
as far as I know,
SVU's still going.
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
SVU is
also take into consideration with I'm gonna point this out. I'm taking into consideration on this list with the numbers when because you were talking about law and order, I am taking into consideration also when it came back into that count.
Yeah, I think we better
okay.
stop. I'm. There's like three or four that it could be. I don't really want
Yeah, just hold on. I got one more question before we decide anything. Yo, go.
Yes,
For NCIS, are you doing just original NCIS, or are you also including like the New Orleans and all that?
original NCIS.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, I think we should stop.
to. Yeah, we're stopping.
Stop it.
Too many could possibly be.
All right,
Yeah.
final answer.
Final answer. We can eliminate two, but I can eliminate
All
six
right,
of the best ones for sure. Original
if
NCIS.
you if you went on, which one would you have chosen?
I might have went Criminal Minds, but just a
I
guess. It's just a guess.
I I would have went Law and Order original,
Yeah,
but
we're split.
All right,
yeah,
if you had to pick between the two, which one?
I would say Criminal Minds. If
Yeah,
the end of the day came to it.
yeah, Criminal Minds.
Colonel Mines. If Criminal Minds was the right answer, it would have been worth $16,000. If not, it would have been worth $500 to you. Reveal it.
Son of a
Ah,
bitch.
damn
It
it!
was but hey, this round is very tough. I didn't say it was going to be easy. $8,000 from the bonus round, plus the 57 that you won from the main game. You guys are leaving here. You guys are leaving Strikeout with a total of $13,700. Congratulations!
Yay!
Thank you.
What that is something I do allow. I do allow you guys to confer answers. I want you guys to be fair. I want it to be fair, and I want you guys to win the money.
Yeah,
$8,000 in the very first game of Strikeout. Will we give it away? Will we have someone win $16,000? Until next time, when we see two new teams, I'm Yoko, and whatever you do, we hope that you don't strike out. We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Strikeout is a Lost Silver production in association with Grego's Game Shows.